Welcome to Glide Rap Channel.
Yeah, I thought we would.
Yeah, they were going to go
Yeah. Hey, good to meet from Canada.
That's right.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
What can we do here? Because you will do these. He's doing some discussion.
Hughie Cassius from IFL.
Yeah.
Just get you over here if that's okay.
Yeah. Hi. Nice to meet you. You okay?
Well, Peter, pretty controversial decision. Fair to say you guys are pretty unhappy about it?
Yeah, we are. You know, no disrespect to Joseph Parker. He's a lovely young man. You know, and so there's nothing personal whatsoever. You know, he's the best of fair play over here. His trainer Kevin Barry, all respectful people. So maximum credit to them. Joseph brought everything he had. But I feel as a boxing analyst as well, it wasn't enough what he brought. Missing terribly. He was getting caught on the way in with clean shots, a lot on the jabs as well. So I had Hughie a unanimous winner. You know, the judges' scorecards of like 118, 110, absolutely ridiculous.
What did you mark it as?
I had Hughie as a unanimous decision winner. You know, I only give Parker maybe 4 or 5 rounds max at the fight. You know, that's the way I scored it. You know, so, and I'm pretty critical as well. I was saying to Hughie in the corner, you know, get more on the right hand, let your shots go a little bit more. Let's have a bit more fluent, you know, rather than just sitting on the jab. But then I thought to myself, well, you know, you're 23, you're doing enough, and you know, he was clearly winning it. So that's what I had in my mind. You know, he could have done more, Hughie, and like I said, for Hughie, he could have thrown more right hands. And when he did throw, he looked good doing it. But he made up for the movement on the jab. You know, I thought Joseph got outboxed this evening. I really did.
Do you think Hughie wasn't aggressive enough though? Do you think that's what the judges saw?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, they've looked at Joseph coming forward and trying to make a fight. But, you know, there's coming forward and missing. You know, not being able to land anything. You know, so that should not be scored.
Do you think the judges were influenced by all the fuss this week that Higgins made, getting the referee and judge swapped? Do you think that kind of played into their minds?
Absolutely. You know, the board they're so rigid. You know, they don't like to be known as any tarnish whatsoever. So I think Terry O'Connor, especially when he scored 1-110, 1-118, definitely had an influence. You know, he just backed off it completely. You know, so you know, for a young man at 23 years of age to get a raw decision like this, you know, I'm unhappy with it, because if Joseph Parker beat Hughie and beat him fair and squarely, I'd say congratulations, he's 23, he can come again. And you know, look, he's lost the decision, there's nothing I can do about it, and congratulations to them, it's not their fault. But the officials are diabolical. We need severely looking at, because I don't know what fight they was looking at.
Did you have any concerns about the judges though before the match?
No, because I don't like to look at politics and get involved in all of that. I just do what I do with the boxing. And when I thought to myself, you know, when he changed O'Connor around, he switched him around, I thought, well, there's no problem anyway. Scored a fight properly. But there's no way, when you look at the video back, Joseph Parker won that fight. He didn't win it.
Do you hold any hope of this appeal that Mick's doing working?
Well, you know, appeals or whatever, but, you know, they should be fair enough to give my son a rematch, because, you know, he's been robbed here today. You know, and I know Joseph Parker and his family, they're lovely people. You know, so have a look at it. You're looking at my interview, you know, give my son a rematch, because you never beat my son this evening.
Would you go down to Mancheste for that rematch?
Provided I could get my visa, I'll go anywhere in the world and take him, because he didn't beat Hughie Fury tonight. He shouldn't be champion this evening.
How's Hughie taking the loss?
Yeah, you know, he's pretty reserved. You know, obviously he's upset. He's got a hard camp in. I've not spoke to him yet. There was an accidental clash of heads. He had some stitches. But he'll be okay, you know. I said to him, I said, look, keep your chin up. I said, there's things that you've done wrong there. I said, which we will discuss regarding sending the right hand over more. I said, but you won the fight. I said, you're a world champion in my eyes. You know, and, you know, I do believe that. Because every time I speak, I give analysations on fights. I have a look at them. Joseph Parker did not win that fight because I'm looking at it from the ring. I'm analysing it. Joseph Parker had success in small amounts, but it wasn't enough. He was getting caught too much.
Peter, if your son doesn't get the rematch, where does it go from here? Have you made any plans at all?
I'm not making any plans, you know. He's 23 years of age, you know. He's an uncrowned world champion today at 23. So the world's at his feet, isn't it? So when this kid's got so much talent, you know, just 23 years of age, when he gets the things going which I want him to get in the ring, he's going to be phenomenal. He's going to wipe the floor with everything, you know, because Joseph Parker's a good fighter. I always said he's a very good fighter. But Hughie made a Joseph Parker, a world champion, look very ordinary today. That's the talent he's got. So he's a phenomenal young man. And Joseph hit him with some good shots as well and couldn't budge him. So he ticks all the boxes. He's got a chin like a piece of granite. He's game. He can go to 12 rounds. You know, and he's been out for 18 months as well. You know, so bearing in mind, ticked a lot of boxes this evening. And he'll come from strength to strength. But he had a very appalling decision today.
Peter, in my eyes, the first 4 rounds, he controlled the fight with his jab.
Yeah.
And then something just happened. Why did he change the strategy? He just counter punches then? He shot the clearer shots where he was inactive, more inactive than Parker. This is always a risk for the challenger.
Yeah, there is that risk, and you know, but I think as well, it didn't help because the corner, you know, which was unprofessional as well, told him he had a very bad cut. You never tell a fighter that. You know, so that, I said, look, don't worry about the cut. I said, just move around. I said, the cut's nothing. I said, it's above the eye. I shouldn't have to be talking like that when I've got amateurs around me in the corner. You know, don't tell a fighter how bad anything is. You know, so he was obviously looking at that as well and protecting it. So that probably made him reserve a little bit, you know, after the 4th round, because when he got the cut, he was more careful. You know, so there is things like that, but he ticks the boxes again because at least he's navigating his way through the fight and trying not to make the cut any worse as well. So probably a little bit was down to that.
Obviously, you had an 18-month layoff. Do you think if he was more sharp, he would have thrown more combinations when Parker was coming in?
Just throwing and throwing, isn't he? He'd done enough to win the fight. You know, ideally, yes, 100%. He should have let right hand loose, you know, a lot more. He should have just stepped back, right hand straight over the top.
Because he was successful when he was doing that.
He was successful in doing it, and he was landing the uppercut, but it wasn't enough. But like I said, he made up for it on the movement, landing jabs, and bringing Parker onto the shots. But making him miss like he did, you know, was a phenomenal achievement.
Did you think Parker had sort of a one-plan game plan, just sort of come forward, try and cut the corner, and just try and swing? I mean, did you see any adaptive skills in there? Or?
Parker just come to do one thing. He just come to try and get Hughie out of there. Mm-hmm. You know, because Parker, you know, he's of the belief that I can't win on points. Mm-hmm. I'm in his home city. I've got to bring this guy. I've got to knock him out. Mm-hmm. And that he failed to do. Mm-hmm. You know, you notice at the end of the 12th round, Parker put his head down. You know, to him, he'd lost the fight. You know, Kevin Barry as well spoke to him, and he said, "Oh, the judges were crazy." He said, "We was like that. We didn't know what was happening." So, you know, the body signs was there. You know, we feel, like I said, but it's done. You know, what can be done about it, I don't know. But the main thing is, you know, Parker's still a champion, so that's where we are.
You see Kevin Barry said it could have gone either way?
Yeah, absolutely. At the end of it, he said the judges' score is ridiculous. He said this was a very, very close fight. So,
Peter, what's the update on Tyson Fury?
Well, he's not amused, and I think with the politics in boxing, I think he's having a look at it. He's even further moving away from it.
Really?
You know, because you know, we was all ringside. It's not good for him to see that either. You know, so I don't think it's put Tyson in a good light. I think he's made him even more revolt from boxing and come back to it. Seeing the injustice, because that's what we see anyway.
Why is it taking so long for them to make a decision? Why is it taking so long? Do you think there's politics involved in this?
Well, why are we losing a fight in our backyard? You know, unanimous loss, whatever it is. You know, 10-8, 1-1-10, 1-1-18. It's ridiculous. Everybody's got a pair of eyes they can see. You know, even if you had the fight close, you haven't even had it close. Scores are ridiculous. You know, so like I said, we can't do anything about it. But there's a lot going on in boxing. But like I said, 23 years of age, we move on.
I'll watch the fight again.
Yeah, I'll have a look at it. I'll have a proper look at it again. But I know when I see the first time, I don't really need to look again, you know. He was just as convincing as what Tyson done with Klitschko, in my view.
Thank you.
Thanks for running, Peter.
You're welcome. Thanks. Thank you. How are you? All right. Nice to see you. Yeah.